Hello everyone, welcome back to Simply Kanika, where we make tech concepts easy and fun. If you are new here, do not forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Today we are talking about something which can drastically change the SQL query performance, indexing in SQL. If you have ever written an SQL query and make yourself waiting for the result like forever, and you might be wondering that why is it so slow? Well, the good news is that indexing can significantly speed things up. But how does it work? And why does it work the way it does? That's exactly what we are diving into today. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. Okay, let's break this down with a simple analogy. Think about a book. Now, you want to find the information on, say, machine learning. Without an index, you would have to flip through every single page until you find it. But with an index, you just check the back of the book, find the exact page number, and you will directly land to that particular machine learning page within the seconds. That's exactly what SQL indexing does. It helps us find the data faster without scanning the whole table row by row. So in the SQL, instead of looking every row one by one, it goes straight up to the data where it is indexed. But wait, if indexing is so powerful, then what about the primary keys? If indexing helps in searching, isn't it the primary keys kind of doing the same thing? Let's talk about that next. Alright, let's clear up a big confusion. If an index speeds up the searches and the primary key is also used to uniquely identify the records, then what is the key difference? Are they both same? No, but they are related. A primary key is a special constraint which uniquely identifies each of the record in a table. Every table must have a primary key. And the cool part, SQL automatically creates an index on the primary key. Let's say we have a table called customers and the customer ID in that particular table is a primary key, which means that each customer ID will have the unique value. That means there will be no duplicates at all in the customer ID values, and it automatically gets indexed to speed up the lookups. But hold on, primary keys are not only the way to create an index. You can create multiple indexes in any of the table, but you can have only one primary key per table. Now that we know that primary key automatically creates an index on it, why would we need more indexes? Let's look at an example. Imagine you are working with a huge table employees having a million records. Now for demonstration purposes, we will be using a smaller table containing only 20 records. Despite the smaller data set, I would like you guys to pay close attention to the time taken by the queries before and after the indexing. It will still show a noticeable difference. Now let's write the query as select star from employees where department is equals to say IT. Now let's run this query. So we got all of the details of the employees who are working in the department, like who are working in the IT department. And now the time taken by this particular query, let me just show you guys over here. Yeah, so the time taken by this particular query is 0.00110 seconds. It's since we are working with a smaller data set, so the time is anyhow is very less. But let's see if if we create an index on this particular table, do we actually really see a difference in the time taken by this query or not? So what happened without the indexing? SQL goes row by row until it finds the IT department, and then it returns back to returns back the result. Now let's create an index like this. Create index. Let's name the index as IDX department on the table employees and on the column department. Let's run this query. And yeah, the index is being created. Now let's write another query with the same, or maybe let's run the same query again to see if we actually see a noticeable difference in the time taken or not. So now let's run this query. And yeah, so can you see the screen? Let me just pull it out for you. So the now the time for this particular query is 0.00044 seconds. It's I mean, like, the difference is amazing, right? So now what happened after the index is being created on the department column, it directly jumps to the IT department and fetches out all of the result for you. So this is how powerful indexing is. It helps you in filtering, sorting, and even in the join operations. But there is a downside. So far, indexing sounds amazing, right? But there is something important you need to know. Indexing is not free. The downside of indexing is that it takes up extra storage space. It slows down the update, insert, and delete operations because every time the data changes, the index also needs to be updated. So you should be using the indexing on each of the column? No, you need to be strategic. Index columns that are frequently used in where, joins, or order by clause, but avoid indexing the columns that frequently change. Let's see indexing in action in a real world scenario. Imagine Amazon or Flipkart. You search for iPhone 16. The platform cannot scan the million of products every time the product is being searched. Instead, the index on product name make the search lightning fast. Wow, we covered a lot today. Quick recap. Indexes speeds up the queries. Primary key automatically creates unique indexes. Indexes make filtering, sorting, join operations super fast, but there are trade-offs like the storage and slower updates. If this video helped you, smash the like button, comment down below your thoughts, and do not forget to subscribe for more tech content. I'll see you in the next video. Happy querying!